Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. And yeah, it has been a little while since I have made a video. I have made a video for like 12 days now. Yeah, technically it is 12 days because, yeah, as I am recording this, it is now technically August 12th. So yeah, so I haven't made a video for a little while now. It's just that I really haven't known really what to make videos on as of late. I just really haven't known really what to talk about. I did tell you guys that, how I do kind of like have something planned for, this month, how, and I was gonna wait a little bit on it. Yeah, I still am, do have, that stuff planned. I'm probably gonna do that, probably, start that at the middle of this month. I am probably, gonna do it, start it up in a few days. So I'm not gonna actually say what it is just yet that I do have planned, but yeah, I do have that going on. But yeah, I really haven't really known what to really talk about in that time span before I actually do actually begin that. Yeah. But yeah, I figured for this video, I figured I would do something interesting. This is something that I really have thought about doing for quite a while now, but I haven't really gotten around to it. But I figured I would do it now. Now, for this video, I figured what I would do is I would just kind of show you guys my comic book collection that I've been building up for the last several months. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so I showed you guys before how I've been collecting a lot of video games. I had collected video games for a whole bunch of different systems that I've gotten, and over the last I've gotten over the last 2 years or so. Yeah, so yeah, so I did have a lot of that, but yeah, but like I told you guys last year, I came to live with my dad this past year. Yeah, I came to live with my dad last August. Yeah, and since I've been living with him, I've kind of really been getting more into comic book collecting. I did already start collecting comic books a few years ago, but yeah, I kind of stopped and got into video games. But yeah, ever since I've come to live with my dad for the last year, I really have actually been uh really getting back more into comic book collecting. Yeah, and over the last several months, I really have actually really been gotten some a lot of pretty cool comic books. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of comic books that I've just seen that I have really wanted that are have been some pretty popular comic books over the years. Yeah, and I still am have other ones that I really have been having my eyes on that I really have been trying to get. But yeah, the problem is they're kind of hard to find, and yeah, and some are also kind of pricey. So yeah, yeah, some that I really am still after that I do have my eyes on. It's just that they're not really as easy to get. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I do still have been getting quite a like quite a lot of comic books over the last year or so that I found that are pretty cool ones, and so I figured that in this video I would actually show you guys all the comic books that I have actually gotten so far. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you guys my comic book collection that I've gotten so far. Yeah. So yeah, so I do have like several comic books right here. I probably don't really have the big amount of a comic book collection that a lot of comic book fans do collect, but yeah, I am really starting to build it up, and 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 I probably will be getting a lot more or in the future, find some more that I do have my eyes set on. So yeah, yeah, but yeah, as of right now, I don't really have the a big amount that usual comic book fans do have in their collection, but yeah, I still do have some pretty cool comics here. Yeah, but all right, so yeah, so I guess I'll just start showing you guys my collection of comic books that I have been getting over the last year or so. Well, at least I've been building up. All right, so yeah, so I guess I'll just get started showing you guys my comic books. All right, so start off, I do actually have this book, the Incredible Hulk comic. As you can see, it has the cover of the Incredible Hulk one, but it's actually like a graphic novel that actually does contain the first six Incredible Hulk comics. So yeah, so I did think that this was pretty cool because yeah, I mean, how often am I actually going to be able to actually come across all six of these comic books separately? So I figured it'd be cool to actually get this so I can actually at least have all of them all at once. But yeah, I did think that like it's pretty cool to actually have like all of the first six Incredible Hulk comics. So yeah, so I did think that this was pretty cool to have. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so this was pretty cool. I mean, yeah, Incredible Hulk. I mean, who can go wrong with this? And yeah, and just having the first six. I mean, that's pretty much like what like pretty much every Hulk fan would want, right? Yeah, yeah. And I also do have like quite a few of the reproduction Marvel comics from like the Marvel Milestone set. So yeah, I do have like quite a few of those. Like I do have a like a reproduction of Fantastic Four #1. Yeah. So yeah, so yeah, so I figured like introductions of like a lot of the like superheroes like these are always like really cool to have, and of course like the originals of these are like very expensive, so I'm probably really not going to be able to really come by those really as easily, and or even probably like buy them because these can really go for like thousands of dollars. So yeah, but figure like it's still at least cool to like own a version, and yeah, and it is nice to at least like have reproduction so I can actually read it. Yeah, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, Fantastic Four was really like one of Stan Lee's very first projects that he actually created himself. Like, of course, like he did like he did start off like writing Captain America, but Captain America was created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. Yeah, but yeah, this was like really like one of the first things that first ones that Stan Lee actually did create. Yeah, so it is cool to actually have like a version of the very first Fantastic Four comic. Yeah, so it's cool. And then yeah, and I also do have one that is Tales of Suspense #39. Yeah, and this was actually the first appearance of Iron Man. Yeah, I actually just got this one today. Yeah, well, I guess technically yesterday because yeah, as I'm like posting this, it's August 12th. Yeah, but yeah, this is was like pretty cool to have. Like I just saw this and this was another one I just had to have. Like just first appearance of Iron Man. Just I mean, this is something that a lot of people would want. So yeah, so I just really like just had to get this. But yeah, this is really cool. Yeah, yeah. So it's cool to have the first appearance of Iron Man. Yeah, and then yeah, another one that pretty much like everybody would like have their eyes set on, the Avengers #1. This is also another Marvel milestone reproduction. Yeah, but yeah, this is of course like really cool as well. I mean, just yeah, the very first Avengers that ever took place. Like, yeah, even if this is just a reproduction comic and not an original, it is still cool to have this. Yeah, I do really do have my also have my eyes set. I really do want to get the Avengers #4 comic because of course like for those who don't know, that is the issue that Captain America actually did join the group. Yeah, this was like the original lineup of the Avengers with Thor, Ant Man, Wasp, the Hulk, and Iron Man. Yeah, so yeah, this was the original lineup. But yeah, I do have really have my eyes set on like Avengers #4 as well. I really do want to get that. I've really been like searching for that, but I really haven't been able to find it. But yeah, that's one I really do want. But yeah, it still is cool to at least own the very first Avengers comic. Yeah, so I'm glad that I have this. Yeah, along with that, I also do have like a reproduction of X-Men #1. Yeah, so of course like this is another one that really is just like really cool to have. Just having the first ever X-Men comic. Of course, like it is once again a reproduction, not a an original. But yeah, it is still cool to own this, and yeah, it is cool to at least have a reproduction to at least read, and it won't like devalue it by actually like handling it. Yeah, yeah, this is really cool to have. Like this was of course like the original X-Men lineup with like Cyclops and Beast and like all those like other guys. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it is cool to at least like own the very first X Men comic, yeah. And along with the first X Men comic, I also do own uh, X Men #9. Yeah, this is another one, and this is the one that actually does actually guest star the Avengers. You see them right here, yeah. So when I saw this, I really just like had to get this as well. Just really cool to actually see like X Men and the Avengers going like face to face like this. Even if like the Avengers just like really just have like a guest appearance here, it's not like a full on thing where like X Men and the Avengers actually do team up. It really is just like a just kind of like a guest appearance by the Avengers. But yeah, it is still cool to actually see like have a comic where the X Men and the Avengers are actually appearing together in the comic. That's pretty cool. Well, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I do like that. I do have that. Yeah. And along with those, I also do have like another certain X-Men #1, which of course the giant size X-Men one. Yeah, this came out in 1975, and yeah, this is really the one that really did introduce a lot of the like other famous X-Men characters, such as uh, um, Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler, and this is also when Wolverine did actually like first appear in X-Men. This was actually technically Wolverine's second appearance in the Marvel comics. Like Wolverine made his first appearance in Incredible Hulk. I think it was 181. Yeah, that's another comic book that I really do have like my eyes out on. Another one that I really am trying to find. I just am like having a little bit of difficulty finding it, but yeah, I will eventually come across and I will get it to have Wolverine's first appearance. But yeah, this is also still like a pretty cool comic book as well. Just like seeing like this be like where like it does really like bring in like a lot of the other X-Men characters that are really popular, along with like the ones from the original lineup. Yeah, so it's pretty cool to have that. Yeah, and then yeah, then I do have one more Marvel Milestone Edition comic, which is reproduction of Iron Man 55, and this is actually the first appearance of both Thanos and Drax. Yeah, so I just did get this one a few days ago. When I saw this was another one that I really just had to have. I mean, Thanos' first appearance, like that's just awesome. Yeah, so yeah, so it was cool to get this one as well. Yeah, so yeah, I'm glad that I have that. All right, and then moving on to some other ones, I also do have like this Captain America comic book. It's like a king size special. I think this is really just like a collection of some of Captain America's stories. Like it does include like a origin of Captain America and Midnight at Greymore Castle and Bucky Barnes captured, and yeah, just this really is just like some collection of some of Captain America's stories. But yeah, this is I guess pretty cool to have as well. Yeah, and then yeah, then continuing on, I do also have some Spider-Man comic books. I do have like this reprint of Amazing Fantasy 15, which is of course like where Spider-Man was born. Yeah, this well, this like reprint, it does include like the Amazing Fantasy 15 comic, and it also does even include like the first edition of Amazing Spider-Man. And yeah, so oh yeah, so I guess it is kind of cool that this does have like two comics in it, two comic stories in it, with like the original Amazing Fantasy 15 story and Amazing Spider-Man 1. So yeah, I guess it is cool that I got this version of Amazing Fantasy 15. Yeah, then yeah, then I also do have like a here's an original comic that I have. This is like a Spider-Man comic with him against the Sinister Six. Yeah. Now, yeah. So of course, like this really isn't like quite in the best condition, as you can see down here. Like a part of the cover has kind of been ripped off, so that kind of sucks. But it is still like cool to at least like have this comic book. Like it is really cool to see Spider-Man like just fight all of his like several of his like little villains. Like you see them there, like with a Doc Ock, Sandman, Mysterio, Craven, Vulture, and Electro. Oh yeah, so yeah, so it's cool to at least like have this comic. Yeah, and I also do have like this one, which is like a special edition of the Trial of Venom. Yeah, so this is pretty cool to have as well. Yeah, and then also I've got one of the Spider-Man comics that really is like the one where like he's like having the conflict with the symbiote suit and the regular suit. Yeah, so this was pretty cool. Well, yeah. Then yeah, then I've also got like this Spider-Man comic, which kind of just feature like some of the Avengers. Like you do see like Captain America right there, and Thor, and yeah, some of the other ones. Yeah, so it's kind of cool to see how a Spider-Man comic with some of the other Avengers in there. Yeah, so yeah, all right. Then moving on, I got like a few Superman comic books as well. I've got like this one right here. Yeah, this is like the one where he really just does. He is like going against like the element enemies with like fire, earth, air, and water. You see them all right here. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So I guess that's pretty cool to see Superman go up against like the Earth's elements like that. Yeah. Then I've also got this right here, which is like a part one of the Supergirl saga. Yeah, so this one is pretty cool. Well, yeah, and then yeah, then I also like do have another one that I really did kind of like have my eyes on that I was looking for a while, but I finally did find it. Death of Superman comic. Yeah, I really was like looking for this for a very long time, and I finally did find it. This isn't like the original print of this. Like the original print, like had like the Superman text and Death of Superman in yellow, and on this one it's green. So yeah, so this is a reissue, not a an original. But yeah, it is. I am still like glad that I do at least have this. I finally did get it. Yeah, yeah. Then I've got a couple of other Fantastic Four comics, like this one right here, where you do see like some of the other Marvel characters, such as Spider-Man and Hulk and others on there. Yeah, yeah. And I've also got this one that does have a special appearance by the X-Men on there. Yeah, so it's cool to like have a Fantastic Four comic with the X-Men in it as well. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. Then moving on, another one that I have is like the Spider-Man and Batman comic book. Yeah, this was like one of those like collaboration comics between Marvel and DC. Yeah, this was like one of those comic books around that time where like comic books really were not doing very well, especially like with Marvel. Marvel was really going broke. So yeah, this was during the time they did those like collaborations. Yeah, yeah. I think this was also released around the time the Death of Superman comic was also released. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, this is a really cool comic. Like I really had to have this just like I'm sure a lot of people really do want to get their hands on a Marvel DC collaboration comic, and yeah, I was able to get this, and yeah, this is just a really cool comic, yeah. And I have seen like there are like some other collaborations out there as well. I've seen like some like Batman and Captain America, Hulk and Superman, Spider Man, and Superman, yeah. So there are others like that. I may get some others in the future, but yeah, this is still like a really cool comic, and I'm glad I have this. Yeah, yeah. Then yeah. Then I also do have like a Star Wars comic right here. Yeah. Right now this is the only Star Wars comic book I do have. Yeah, I am thinking about possibly getting some more or in the future sometime. Yeah, but this is really cool. Yeah. And I really do find it interesting because of course like uh Marvel actually did these Star Wars comic books back in the day, yeah, and it's interesting now because, like, of course, like Marvel and Star Wars are, of course, like now both owned by Disney. So yeah, so it's just interesting, really looking at these Star Wars comics now to see that like they're now like were done by uh, the company that is now like own. They're both owned by now. Yeah, yeah. Then another one that I do think is a pretty cool is I got a version of the Superman versus Muhammad Ali comic right here. Yeah, so thought this was pretty cool. Like this, of course, isn't an original. This is just like a hardcover with a dust jacket. Yeah, but yeah, this is just like really cool. Like I did like see like on Pawn Stars, like somebody did bring like an original of this in. Yeah, and just like when I heard about this, like I really wanted it, and I was able to find this on Amazon, and I got it. Yeah, so yeah, so this is just a really cool comic. Just seeing like Muhammad Ali and Superman fighting, like that's just like freaking awesome. Yeah, and maybe like one day, maybe I will actually like get out of this and actually find an original someday if I'm lucky. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's still a really cool comic. Yeah, yeah. Then I also do have like a couple of Deadpool comics right here. This is like these were just given to me by my sister's boyfriend. I guess like because like his son got these, but he's not really like old enough to actually read these yet. So yeah, so he just gave these to me. Yeah, but yeah, these are still I guess like cool. I guess I mean yeah, like these are like some newer comics. So I'm not really like into like the newer comics. I'm really like more into like the older stuff, such as like the stuff that I've already been showing you guys. But yeah, I guess like it's cool to have that. Yeah. And then another one that I do think is pretty cool, like I've got like this Flash comic right here. Yeah, this is actually one that my brother did get like a really, really long time ago. I think it was like over like 15 years ago that he actually did get this. Yeah, he just like was kind of like drawn to it because, as you can see by the cover, like Time to Die Flash, like it seemed like this could be like the comic where the Flash was actually going to be killed. So this my brother was kind of like drawn to it because of that, thinking that this could be like a really popular one that could be worth something if this is like the one where Flash was killed. But yeah, he does not end up getting killed in this. So yeah, so my brother like both kind of let down by it. But yeah, yeah, and he just kind of like had this like lying around for a while. But yeah, I did eventually like find it. And I figured that I would just pick it up and I would just keep it myself. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, but yeah, I guess it is still cool to kind of own something like that. Yeah. And then the last comic book that I have so far is a Spawn comic book right here. Yeah. So I haven't really been really that big into Spawn. I really don't know a whole lot about Spawn, but I figured, I could collect some Spawn comic books. Yeah, this is the only one that I have so far, but I may like collect more Spawn comic books in the future. Yeah, I guess like I would just like do something like go out of the box and not just like really stick to like Marvel and DC stuff, and really kind of like go into like other like company comics, because yeah, of course, like Spawn wasn't from Marvel or DC. Spawn was from Image Comics. So yeah, so I figured I would kind of like go out of the box and kind of like collect some comic books from other companies as well, rather than just Marvel and DC. So yeah, so I'll probably get some more Spawn comic books as well, and some other comic books that really aren't from Marvel or DC either. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, and so yeah, so those are all the comic books I do have so far. Yeah, so I do. I think I am building up like a pretty cool collection of comic books so far. Like I've said, like I still do have like some more comic books that I do have my eyes on. Like I said, I really am looking for like the Avengers 4 with Captain America, and Hulk 181 with the first appearance of Wolverine, and yeah, some other comic books out there as well. Like I really am kind of like just looking for like some other popular comic books like that, whether it is a first appearance. Like I really am kind of like looking also into like the Journey into Mystery comic with Thor's first appearance, and yeah, and I also don't really have any Batman comics either. I just really do have that Spider-Man Batman collaboration comic. So yeah, so really do got to like get some Batman comic books as well, and really just some more DC stuff in general, like Flash and Green Lantern and stuff. Because as you've seen by my collection so far, I really have like been getting more Marvel comics that I really have in DC. I really just have like the Superman ones that I've shown you, and that Flash one, and I guess that collaboration with Batman and Spider Man. But that's really it. So yeah, so I really do need to really like get more DC stuff as well. Yeah, but yeah, those are the comic books I do have so far. So yeah, and as I really do like add to this collection, as I do get some more comic books, I probably will like do a part two to this sometime. It probably won't be like anytime soon. It'll probably be at least another few months before I actually do that. But yeah, as I do add some more to this comic book collection, I will do make updates for you guys, showing you the more comic books that I get to add to this collection. All right, but I guess that this is all I really have for this video. So yeah, so that's my comic book collection for you guys so far. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And I, as I've been saying, like I do have like something planned for like the second half of this month, which I am going to be announcing in a few days. But yeah, before I do get to that, like I guess like technically now today, because today is August 12th as I'm posting this. Yeah, of course, like today, E.T. is being released in IMAX theaters to celebrate its 40th anniversary. Yeah, and this afternoon I am going to see E.T. in IMAX. So probably tonight I will make a video kind of just to give my thoughts on ET and IMAX, just talking about the IMAX experience. Like I already did review ET a few years ago, so yeah. So other than actually like giving my thoughts on the movie, since I already made a review, I'll just really make a video to just talk about the experience in IMAX, and really like how it really did feel to actually see this movie like an IMAX. So yeah, so stay tuned for that coming probably like later on tonight. All right, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.